This video is for inspirational, educational, revelational, and bitch, let me check somebody. Gen X, one of the most disappointing generations of all time. Talk about the creation of a whole lot of crack babies. Laziness, bad parenting, bad leadership. Let's just keep it a $1.50. Gen X is one of the biggest part of the devil's army. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why, you ask, G? Because they're trying to fight for land that's not theirs. Vote for a system that doesn't give a fuck about them. And support a pedophile and a chomo, Joe Biden and Donald Trump. So you must hate your kids, or you must not care about the fucking future. Gen X will be a large part of that 2/3. Because Gen X is a bunch of lazy crybaby fucks who sit around and bitch about shit all day and don't do nothing. I'm a lion. I'll never get caught lacking because I don't be lying on my back. Real soldiers put in footwork for God. They don't talk about it, they is about it. For y'all to defend people who would never defend you, your idolization will be your quickest way to hell. Gen X, there's a reason they call them Gen X. X'd out. Most of Gen X, God is not messed with. That is a fact. And they should know that. For the fact is they idolize more celebrities than anybody. They've talked to other people. They've carried this bullshit on forever. They've never stood up for their rights. They've continued to let shit go on. So after the boomers, Gen X just let it slide all the way the fuck over. You want to blame a certain generation for your shit? Blame Gen X. Gen X is terrible. The people that claim to be Gen X, not a smart move. Gen X is all bad. And I can prove it every bit of the way. But I am the direct messenger of Yahweh, so I would know. Gen X follows politicians. They believe in something that's not true, a fake system, an indoctrination. They're slaves to their own selves and to the devil. Gen X ain't no good. If they claim to be Gen X, you might want to stop fucking with them or put them in their place. They believe in a political system that does not favor them. You idiots realize that 2025, that agenda would happen no matter what ugly ass face is in there. But it ain't gonna happen. We're in the scariest chapter of Revelations. Day 5 gets interesting. Day 5 gets interesting. Day 6 gets interesting. Day 7 gets interesting. Every day after this is gonna be more and more interesting. Day 5, the 5 elements of God. The resting day. And tomorrow it's back to work as usual. To all my Hebrew Israelites, I love y'all. To all the Israelites, I love you. Because remember, there's a chunk of Israelites, 144,000 tribes. I like those numbers. Too bad most of them are following the devil right now. Gen X, biggest disappointment in history. And they can talk all that loudness, but all they do is bark, talk, and call the police because they too lazy to handle their own shit. And there are a bunch of lames could be led easily into hell's fire. Because Gen X is one of the first generations to jump after 9/11. But yet the same people that sent them were the same people that did it. Allegedly, right? Entertainment purposes only. I mean, all the information's out there. See, here's the one thing you fucked up. And I can tell you that. Before questioning everything, you guys were quick to want to go to war and commit genocide. Not cool. God doesn't agree with that. Then you went over. If you don't know about the story of Smith & Wesson, you should look what happened to him, his wife, and his family after he created the Smith & Wesson. Perfect example of the hell's fire. Yeah, y'all were the first ones to go fight for my country. USA is not a physical place. It's the name of a corporation. And you're all goofies. And because of that, you'll see that that's going to be the ultimate punishment. Remember, the devil and his army will be red, and that means that 2/3, 66.6%, Gen X. I mean, I would know. I am the fourth horseman, whether you believe it or not. It is Revelations, though, and I ain't lied yet, and I ain't missed yet. I'm on point because I know. can't be stopped. I can't be defeated. And I'm smarter than all of you because I'm the direct messenger of God, which means all my knowledge comes straight from the heavens. See, I don't ever claim to do things for me. I do things for my ancestors, the heavens, the land, Mother Earth, God. I'm an extension of God. Everything I do is in His image. I don't let Him down, and I don't disrespect Him. But all of you have. And it's going to get real hot for you. Remember, He said He was going to make it so hot that people could melt. Pretty hot yesterday, huh? On day 4? Day 5. Interesting. Have a great resting day. Gen X. Stop. If you're Gen X and you don't want to be part of Gen X, you better distance yourself from Gen X. But God already knows who claim Gen X, and God already knows what y'all stand for. Gen X are political puppets. That's why they keep going at each other. They're so distracted. A bunch of barking ass hens. You put a bunch of chihuahuas in a fucking yard, they're bound to just bark all day and fight and argue and bitch. But they ain't about to do nothing. It's all bark and bite. It's no bite. It's all bark, no bite. Gen X is weak. Gen X should be the first ones standing up and doing something because they're the ones that got us the furthest into this shit. Gen X is terrible.